boy, Paulus Harris, aka the Crazy Uncle. Hey, guess what? This is your first time tuning in. Go ahead. Hit doggone subscribe button. Hit notification bell every time I post some new content. It's Friday, got my tasty beverage. Hey. Anyway, this whole Charlie Kirk situation pretty much out of control, right? As I said, I either said it in my first video talking about this subject or the second one. I mean, great the fact, I will admit that I probably tap danced around it, but I did say that, hey, look, this is not over from a long shot, right? Every day these motherfuckers been coming up with something different about this guy. You know, now he was saying he had a transgender lover, right? Y'all already know how I feel about y'all already know how I feel about transgenders, right? Or so-called transgenders, right? But because until you change the motherfucking skeleton structure, because there is a difference, people, right? Guess what? Whatever the fuck that you was born as, that's what the fuck you are. Plain and simple. So, really ain't trying to hear that motherfucking transgender bullshit. I really ain't. Um, just finished watching a video where Avery Spears, Corey Holcomb, and D.L. Hughley, or as I like to call Download Hughley, you know, talking, you know, blah, 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 and all this kind of shit, you know. And, you know, for the most part, I'm not going to sit up here and say that they were actually really celebrating this man's, you know, demise. And that's even if this man is dead. See, that's another thing, too, which I actually really got to stop and look at. And then, you know, I was reading all of the comments and all that kind of shit, right? And everybody told me, well, he didn't like black people. Y'all know how I feel about being called black, but sometimes I have to downgrade myself to be at some of y'all's motherfucking level. Just like the first video that I did. I had a black shirt on just like how I got on now. And one ignorant bastard gonna sit up to the bar, bro, you black. Bitch, first and foremost, know your fucking colors. Matter of fact, a lot of y'all need to learn y'all motherfucking colors. Right? Because I'm telling you right now, if you call yourself black and you got on a black shirt, 9 times out of 10, if indeed you are black, you're really not gonna know where the shirt stops and where your skin starts. So enough with that damn nonsense. Now, there was a lot of stuff, and you know, this is how the news media will play y'all, right? And these are grown ass men, and these motherfuckers they still fell for it, right? Because how many times? Okay, so he said if a black pilot is flying black, I hope he's qualified. Okay, right? Shit, you know, I hope that everybody's motherfucking qualified, regardless of color. But the thing about it though, again, motherfuckers will play on words because that's how that most of you motherfuckers was taught. You was taught that you was black, knowing damn well that you ain't. And so here comes Charlie Kirk, or anybody else for that damn matter, that acts like really knows better, right? Will play on what the fuck has been implemented in that pea brain that you got. And then they was talking about black women don't have the brain power. Okay, well, hey, look. I'm not gonna sit up here and holler about just black women. You know, I'm just gonna sit up here and say, hey, look, I probably I'm gonna stand neutral on that for right now. But for the most part, considering how most women are, regardless of color, some of you motherfuckers can be treacherous, if not all of y'all. But then again, here's the deal. This motherfucker doing the word play on y'all, and you motherfuckers hook, line, and motherfucking sinker, right? That motherfucker threw his bait out there, you bit it. Now you flopping around in the goddamn air. And then you mad about it. Now, I will say this. What he said about Dr. King, right? To be perfectly honest with you, I never cared that much for Dr. King neither. Because anybody that's going to sit up here and tell me, turn the other cheek, when motherfuckers is throwing shit at me, spitting on me, doing anything and everything possible to degrade me, right? No, ain't no time I know non-violent. I'm whooping your ass. I'm going to jail any motherfucking way. So I'll just look at it like this. If you gonna arrest me, right? God damn it, I'm gonna make it worth your motherfucking while. You just know ass whooping is coming. You know, I mean, considering if I would have been, during that time frame. Ass whooping is coming. Right? And then it's just for the simple fact, a lot of you motherfuckers will actually not really believe what the fuck that you see on television. Plain and simple. Right? He also said that civil rights was a huge mistake. Okay, how many of you motherfuckers right now know what the definition of civil? Don't worry, I'll wait. Right? See again, right? Put like this. Anybody that really don't know what the fuck is going on. And these motherfuckers, whether it's Charlie Clerk or anybody else, right? They know for a fact that you don't know what's going on because they already know that you have been programmed to think a certain way. And if anybody actually really goes against that, especially if they the so-called opposite color. Because I'm gonna tell you something, people, look, ain't no such thing as a black person, ain't no such thing as a white person. Right? Because I'm gonna tell you something. If you walking down the street and you see somebody look like this, yeah, take off, go to run. Plain and simple. And if you see somebody that look like this, yeah, you might want to take off, go take off running. Because it is something seriously wrong with them people. But it's just for the simple fact that's how you motherfuckers is programmed. And then why somebody say, oh, well, you know what I'm talking about. No, I don't, to be perfectly honest with you. But see, this is the game that the higher ups play. And just know that it is some of us that's acting like really fucking y'all over. It ain't always about so-called white folks. And y'all should know this by now. But then again, I really don't know. Right? As far as like college goes, y'all already know how the fuck I feel about college. So what if motherfucking Big Mike got a goddamn college degree? Guess what? You still 359 degrees short of what the fuck that you studied. So what are we talking about here? We already know Big Mike is a man. Did y'all actually really go back and look at that podcast? When they was talking about transgender this, transgender that, transgender the other, that bitch actually really slipped up and identified who the fuck she really is. Or who the fuck he really is. So for a lot of y'all that sit up here holler about, oh, well, he didn't like black folks. Guess what, people? Black people don't exist, just like white folks don't exist. But this is and the higher ups know this. This is how, this is the part of the programming. This is part of the programming, right? And I swear, the crazy uncle tried not to call y'all raggedy motherfuckers. And then it's just for the simple fact, everybody that's subscribed to my channel, I'm not talking about y'all. I'm talking about these motherfuckers that's not. But then again, you really ain't got to be subscribed to my channel to actually really agree on what the fuck that I'm actually really talking about here. But the thing about it though is this. Everybody that's sitting up here hollering about, okay, well, Charlie Kirk didn't like black people. Okay, but these are the same motherfuckers that are sitting up here hollering about question everything, right? Nobody actually really questioned Charlie Kirk because Charlie Kirk was nothing more than a pawn or a piece on the goddamn chessboard, right? The higher ups told him, hey, look, go out there and say this. See what the fuck happens. And just like what I said, right? To be perfectly honest, 9 times out of 10, I really don't think that motherfucker dead. I really don't. But that's just me talking. Because they did that to be like, because, again, the news media, they'll do this. They'll chop that shit up. They'll take that shit out of context 9 times out of 10. They didn't get shot, and then you motherfuckers like, right? But to be perfectly honest with you, this is no different than that shit what old boy from Papa John said. And what you motherfuckers do. Oh, I ain't gonna eat no more Papa John's pizza. Like that, like that was really gonna hurt that man's pocket. Right? But it never ceases to amazes me, right? That you motherfuckers will fall for the most simple shit ever. And then get mad about it. Or you will applaud somebody's death. Not really knowing what the fuck you clapping your hands for. And then for these three, right? Y'all gotta be like, and see, that's another thing, right? These three, part of the industry, right? So, and then they put they put these three in front of you, right? And then a lot of y'all are fans of all three, right? And then you be like, well, if they said it, it must be true. So all what I'm trying to tell y'all is this, people. A lot of y'all need to take a long, good look in the mirror at yourselves and ask yourself, who the fuck am I? Who am I really? Am I African American? Am I black? What the fuck am I? Because the same motherfuckers that told you that you were, because put like this, the same motherfuckers that told you that you were African American are the same motherfuckers that's calling you black. And you motherfuckers y'all still fall for it. Y'all fall for this shit every motherfucking time. And just like I said, y'all wonder why I call y'all ignorant motherfucker this, stupid motherfucker that, raggedy motherfucker the other. Because y'all don't know no damn better. Seriously. And I wish that Bowser would come back on this one and everything will be good. So with that being said, tell your mama, tell your daddy, tell big dad, tell big Bertha, your uncle, your auntie, your grandma, your papa, motherfucker next door across the street around the corner. Father's Harris, aka Crazy Uncle. Quit ringing my damn doorbell.